Mummy calls Amber her special friend and not to tell Daddy.
Harriet, who is Amber? Why was she on holiday with you? Why was she sleeping in the same bed as you?
Oh God, I am so sorry, John.
Listen to this incredibly interesting story and make yourself comfortable. Dear friends, don't let infidelity infiltrate your relationship. Subscribe to the channel to know everything about real strong love.
Welcome to Happy Holiday Memories. I'm your host, Khalid Brewer.
The presenter, Khalid, announced loudly with a broad smile. The audience whooped and hollered their excitement.
Today, telling us about their happiest holiday memories is the Nugent family from Bristol.
The camera turned to show the Nugent family sitting on a sofa, smiling nervously as the audience whooped and hollered again, while Colette joined the Nugent family by sitting on an armchair next to the Nugent sofa. Colette then began to introduce the family members.
We have Mum, Harriet, Dad, John, and their daughters Freya and Ingrid. Harriet, I understand that you are a dental nurse. Isn't that right?
Yes, Colette. I work in a lovely practice called the Popewood Dental Surgery. I love working there. The people are so friendly.
And you, John, you are in the Royal Navy, aren't you?
Yes, though I will soon be leaving. It is time for me to focus on my family.
John replied, sounding excited,
I need to spend more time with the ladies in my life.
making Harriet's smile become forced.
That means your dad will be home with you more, won't it, Freya and Ingrid?
Both Freya and Ingrid nodded enthusiastically.
How old are you, Freya?
Asked Colette.
I'm 9.
Freya replied shyly.
And I'm 7.
Ingrid shouted out without being asked, making everyone laugh and prompting a small applause as Harriet and John looked on proudly.
So, let us see what holidays have given the Nugents the happiest memories.
Colette announced, and 3 photos appeared on the monitors. Each photo had Harriet, Freya, and Ingrid in them.
You have given us Crete in 2019, the Algarve in 2022, and Tenerife in 2023.
Harriet smiled happily.
Yes, I chose these holidays because these were the ones the children had begun to hold enough to enjoy them, and we could do so many activities as a family.
John, do you have anything to add?
Colette asked. John looked at the photos and had no recollection of going on any of them. He knew he had to have been at sea. His blood went cold as the obvious question formed in his brain.
Harriet, who took these photos, I didn't go on any of these holidays.
Colette looked confused, as did most of the audience.
Of course, you were with us. How could you forget?
No, he wasn't.
Freya said quietly.
Daddy wasn't on any of them. I'm glad Daddy will be coming with us next year.
She said happily, which made some of the audience go "Aw."
Don't be silly, Freya. Of course, Daddy was with us.
Harriet told her daughter.
No, he wasn't, Mummy.
Ingrid said in a loud whisper, not thinking anyone could hear other than her mother.
I remember Auntie Amber coming with us. She took the photos. You told us not to tell Daddy that she was coming with us or that she was sleeping in the same bed with you. Mummy calls Amber her special friend and not to tell Daddy.
I don't like Amber. She says mean things about Daddy.
Freya added. At this point, the audience had gone quiet as they sensed a family crisis unfolding in front of them. Colette's smile was fixed, but her eyes were saying,
What is going on?
Harriet, who is Amber?
John demanded.
Why was she on holiday with you? Why was she sleeping in the same bed as you?
Harriet started to look flustered with everyone's eyes on her.
Okay, I invited Amber from my girls' group to come on holiday with us because she wasn't going to go have a holiday.
Harriet told her husband.
3 times.
Yes, 3 times.
Why did you sleep in the same bed?
I saw them kissing, and Amber said she loved Mummy.
Ingrid whispered to her daddy, moving closer to him. Freya went to sit on her daddy's lap. Harriet suddenly felt very alone.
Ingrid!
Harriet gasped, looking horrified.
Why did you kiss Amber? And why did she say she loved you?
Because I'm gay?
Harriet screamed. The audience gasped. John looked stunned. What?
I'm gay, John. I'm sorry. I'm gay and I'm in love with Amber. Everyone in my girls' group are lesbians, and that is how I met Amber. I haven't been in love with you for a long time.
Harriet admitted to her husband, and the admission felt like a huge weight off her shoulders. John looked like a man whose whole world was crashing down around him after finding out his whole life was a lie.
Why didn't you say something?
John said, his voice breaking, tears filling his eyes.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I should have told you. I was so scared because the girls were so young. Then I met Amber and the world made sense to me, and before I knew it, I fell in love with her.
What did I do? Wasn't I there enough for you?
Oh God, John, no. You did nothing wrong. It is just who I am. You are a good man, John, and a great father. I should have been honest with you.
Harriet began to cry.
Why weren't you then?
Look, John, Ingrid and Freya adore you. They don't adore me and they despise Amber. I thought if I told you I would lose them. Don't think just because I'm gay that I don't care for you, because I do. You have been so good to me, and I lied to you because I wasn't brave enough.
Brave enough?
Brave enough to admit to myself of who I was. Brave enough because I was too scared to lose Ingrid and Freya. Brave enough because I knew I would break your heart. I regret how you found out. I always will.
We should go home.
John said after several moments of silence when he noticed all the phones in the audience. I think we're going to be all over the internet tomorrow.
Oh, God.
Harriet said, burying her head in her hands. This story should be an example for you of how to keep your heart unbroken. What would you do in the place of the main character? I am interested in your opinion in the comments. Subscribe to our channel so that your second chaff doesn't cheat on you, and go ahead and listen to the next story, because this story is nothing compared to the next one. If you're under 18, don't even think about listening to the next one.